to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Aries. Also know this is a general read, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Those who are new to my channel, I meditate on all of the energies while before opening the read, which is why I'm always so zoned in. But anyways, we're going to get into it. So Aries, deception and new love. So this reading, I'm going to tell you exactly. So if you guys are looking for specific your person, even though I normally pick up person's energy here, but because of this energy, this reading is really for you. This is for intuition, guidance, and a transition of a collective of Aries that I'm picking up. So if you're specifically looking for anything exact, then this may not be your read. I'm just going to call it out for what it is, because I just know the energy I'm feeling. So and also just because I always recognize these readings these are my favorite readings, when I actually get to give validation to a soul's transition, because I always think these readings are so beautiful. So anyways, this is for someone who is devoted and committed to their own transitions. And so your soul is being pushed to a new direction. And this is going to mean a lot of solitude and finding your flow in life. You are going to find yourself triggered with many towers and many experiences, probably through old connections, old flings that may come in and out in doses, and you're going to ask why. And what happens is those are normally triggers to help you move through this closing of a chapter that's here for you, because what's happening is you're just simply coming home to your soul, right? You're becoming you, you're becoming authentic, and this is going to open the door to new love, which is why we saw deception and new love, because you're closing a door to an old version of a life to open it to embrace new love in your life, when you're in a space where you've detoxed all of that other energy and healed, like really moved through it and healed, like over it, you know. So let's see what else Spirit gives me here for you, Aries. Spirit, what else do we have for Aries? What else do we have for Aries? Thank you. And that deception card comes back out. All right. So first card, obviously, that's what I'm saying. You deserve love, right? So this is, again, if you need to click off this video, I suggest you just do it now. But this is for you, Aries, because this is to close out these deceiving, deceitful ways to yourself, and how it's been a magnet in your life. And the only way to energetically release these energies is to elevate yours and see how you've also been deceiving yourself in allowing these energies to be in your life. So basically, I really feel magician energy coming here, where Spirit wants you to kind of be the magician in your life, because at this point, these are hard lessons. And so you get the opportunity to really have you know, a vision, a whole, like, I guess 180 in your life, but a 360 view of everything that you've been going through and learning from it, right? So what else we have? Yep, trust and children, and very soon. So to me, this is trust issues, childhood wounds that need to be healed and moved through. And it's going to be a challenging space. So again, this is going to be like a spiritual read. So if you guys are not into spiritual reads, I just like to kind of point that out, because especially that I'm speaking to Aries, because Aries tend to be the most difficult, I think, most challenging of all my signs, between Aries and Taurus. But this could be a shadow, and if you're not into shadow work, then this may not be your read. And I say it out of love, because I want the energy of this reading to be of loving energy for those who are open to this and are moving through this. And energy is important, and so I don't want other people who aren't ready, you know, throwing shade into someone's soul transition because it's not where they're at, and that's okay, but it's just not your frequency and your transition, and that's that. So very soon, this is more of a moving through, and it takes time. So there may be levels of frustration within yourself while you're moving through rebuilding this inner child healing that you have to do. So your inner child needs attention. This is why you have to give yourself love. And, you know, it needs to build up trust again because it's wounded. And like I said, that's where true love will show up. You know, this is the romance of a lifetime, to really meet genuine love. But also, this is finding true love to your own life right now, right? And so here we have pay attention to the red flags. And again, it's a mirroring that's happening here of, here we have attraction, who we attract in our lives, right? So we need to pay attention who we attract in our lives. And that's really, like I said, I feel like magician energy here, and like just temperance, like moving through. And this is really just a transitional period of healing and re-triggering. That's what I'm saying. There's going to be small towers, you guys, where you will be re-triggered, and maybe hard lessons, and maybe even old souls or old connections that remind you will come up to teach you more lessons, and that will be the test of your growth. So that's something to please pay mind to. All right, so let's see, Aries, what else do we have here for you? What else do we have for Aries? There goes that solar plexus, and that's that feminine healing. All right, one of the chakras wanted to come out. There goes that Empress. Okay, beautiful, Aries. This is what I want to see. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, and yep, and heart chakra. So again, a lot of healing energy just popped up here. So we have the solar plexus, which is your third chakra, and this is the driving force to your life. This is why you wake up in the morning. When this is wounded, this leads to really serious depression. And again, all the triggering here. This is the number 3, and the 3 is the Empress. And thank you, Spirit, for bringing that out. The Empress energy here for 3. Why the Empress in the solar plexus is important is because this is the healing of the feminine energy, fertility. So mother wounds, feminine wounds in the sense of your heart space, which we have the heart chakra in the bottom, Hierophant, which we'll talk about in a few. But that's why the inner child in you is looking to be healed, and that is through the feminine energy that needs to be healed. Yep, new begins. What did I just tell you guys? Here we go, spiritual union. And we have the Fool's energy here, new beginnings, because right after this is the Magician. And this is a Fool's energy in the sense where you're being presented an opportunity to start over and to really align yourself to find a spiritual connection that really aligns with you. But, you know, there is healing that needs to take place for this new love to come into your life, and that has to operate through the heart space where the healing needs to happen. A lot of it is the guidance you're going to get through this transition. Hierophant energy here, wisdom, and this is a lot of reestablishing and rerouting yourself in terms of conventional thinking. So life may be, you know, maybe you at some point were thinking you were doing it, but this is the way I was raised to do it, and I thought life would go this way in this, you know, this way for me. But you're reestablishing that, and in all honesty, becoming more comfortable with non-conventional ways of finding love, and that's where your energy starts to shift, which is why you're going to get new love come in. All right, so like I said, this energy was going to be for you, Aries, but I just want to make sure we point that out. Okay, Spirit, give me more on the solar chakra. Yeah, the healing, and we have a number 3 again, 3 of Swords. So there's a lot of healing within the solar plexus that needs to be, and what I say, the Magician. You're being presented, this is a mirror, you guys. I cannot stress This is a mirror that's happening, and it's an opportunity, really. I know it doesn't feel that way, and I know it can be difficult, but you're being presented and if you, like I said, you will be re-triggered with this Three of Swords. So as you move through this is not overnight. This takes time. And some of you, all of you, are in different timelines. Maybe some of you already moved through it and finally are at this point 0 where, get ready, you know, your heart, you're healed, and you'll find your person. Some of you are at the solar plexus energy. Some of you are finally finding your Empress energy and almost ready for this new beginning. So again, you all are in different timelines, but this is the mirror that happens in the space of increasing your value and knowing that you can alchemize your life and change your life. Because remember, you're started over by the Fool, and then now you're in a space of alchemizing and taking action. But this alchemization, to me, is also right after, is an understanding that should exist right after Judgment and the World card. And why I say that is because also, and the Wheel of Fortune. Because to me, the two, they're all combined with the Fool and the Magician, because they all incorporate a number 1 and a 0. The Wheel of Fortune is a 10, and that's the 0 and the 1, right? The 1 and the 0, which is the Fool and the Magician. And then the Judgment is 20, and that is a 2 and a 0, but that's bringing it down to 110, right? And then 21 is the World, 111. So there's a lot of alchemization for a new life that takes place when we're in these stages of our life. All right, so let's see what this Empress energy here is. We already know what it is, but let's clarify more as Spirit wants to give me this particular message. Spirit, give me more of this Empress energy. What else, Spirit, for this energy? Okay. Right, so Queen of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. So this is a time to spend alone, because the Queen of Swords is the Queen and King of Swords. Remember, you guys, gender aside, it doesn't matter here. But King and Queen of Swords are the widowers of the deck, the divorcees of the deck, the single people. You know, this is a space of singlehood and gaining clarity. 4 of Pentacles is to reground yourself. It's a 4. So you get to really restructure your foundation. This is about planning. It's a planning stage 2 as well of your life, fertility, how to bring more abundance in your life, new directions of doing things, reestablishing it. So much change happens here in this space where it's like you really, especially your abundance, like I feel like when you're into this feminine energy, it's like that nesting period. It's a nesting stage almost, where you start to clean out so much in your life, people, places, things. And in your, like, for example, in your home, you start to clean out your home, declutter. Some of you may even want to change your home and, you know, find a new place to nest there. And some of you may move to jobs as well, because it's again, it's a lot of abundance. It's a lot of moving through and fertilizing again. And so this is about the structure in your 3D world, in your physical world, because it's going to show up in your physical world. So physical changes in your physical world to bring you back structure and stability, and to stand as strong as this Queen of Swords, because this is a lot of spending time alone and doing things for you. And you know what, there you go. See, so it's going to take time with the Knight of Pentacles. Here goes that Wheel of Fortune that I was just talking about, because this is a shift. And you have to be planning. Knight of Pentacles is a planner. It takes time. It's methodical. It's calculated. It understands what this transition is in life. And here we have the Sun and all the cards I mentioned, you guys. Here's Judgment, because this is an illumination. Some of you may have big changes coming in August, you know, Leo season. I always feel Leo seasons are very big, pivotal time every year, especially with the Lion's Gate portal. So some of you will be experiencing big decisions, or just even a mental clarity, because that's what the sun is. Sun is an illumination, and there's like nothing hides under the sun. Everything's bright, everything, you see it. Like, I mean, you see everything under the sun, right? All right, so let's see what this Fool is. Give me this new beginning here, Spirit, for Aries. Okay. So we have 2 6s, which is good. So 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. Okay. Oh, beautiful. So this is going to be this, like I said, this is a transition with this Fool, and it's going to be a harmonization. It's a balancing act, because we do have 2 of Swords, but the 2 of Swords is the mind, and I think with it being harmonized with the 6s, which mentally, right, you're mentally harmonizing and moving through the mind, and the push energy of the mind would be the Wands, which is the soul. So as you heal, harmonize with the healing, and start to stabilize your life with the 4, the foundation. You start to find more freedom with the 6 of Wands within your soul and your spirit. And so mentally, once your soul feels more healed, your mind also starts to clear, and then the clouds come up, you know, like I said, so much clarity with this Queen of Swords energy, and you're more willing and open to what you can't see with the 2 of Swords. And you have to, I do want to say, for some of you, be mindful of holding back, right? And staying stagnant. But I really do feel this feels more, because you have the 8 of Wands, this feels more of like taking leaps and getting more comfortable with what you can't see. So expecting the unexpected, because things are changing really fast. We also have a number 8 again. I always like that number, because this is the infinity sign, right? We have the infinity sign, which is a cycle, a good, like, you get to return to point 0, which is that center of the infinity sign, is that Fool, which is a stage of redefining your cycle in your life, which is the 8 of Wands. So this is a push energy. 8 of Wands is always like an energy surge, right? There's really never a person. There's never a person in the deck, most decks, and this one is an energy surge, because this is about movement and change and things, you know. Like I said, some of you are moving location, traveling, moving to another place. There's movement happening here. And Page of Pentacles is taking steps, physical steps in your life, with the Ace of Cups, self-love. Truly self-love, initiation. This is where you find you again in the space. All right, so let's see what the spiritual union is. Because for some of you, love it will be around the corner, but it's a transitional period. Give me more of the spiritual union. Okay, so beautiful. 8 of Swords and the Star and 4 of Wands. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, you guys. Okay, so this is a healing stage, and like I said, everything's a mirror. She's facing a mirror. So this whole experience is to mirror back to you all of what you've been attracting, right? We spoke about attraction. So you will attract new love when you finally align yourself here with the Star. 4 of Wands, you'll find that stable partnership, committed. When you finally commit to your journey with the 8 of Pentacles, I want to point out another 8, because this is about cycles, right? Finding your power and really taking action, authority to your life, authoritative action to your life. And the 8 of Pentacles is working on things. So it is a work in progress, but you're working diligently in your transition and aligning yourself and your soul and healing yourself through it. And when you work on that, there's going to be so much work you've done that to invade that space that you finally create for yourself. It's like a peaceful space. You won't repeat the patterns you've done in the past. This is such a learning lesson for a lot of you, right? You know, is it going to be easy? Nine of Swords. No. You will have those moments where you'll have those doubts, but Aries, that is the test. That is the test to your commitment to your soul and your heart and your growth, and again, the test to your conventional ways and where you need to have a longer leash in your life and a longer leash in certain aspects in your life and a shorter leash in other aspects of your life, right? So it's definitely a reestablishing space, but you guys know what I mean. So let's see what blockages. Yeah, okay. So blockages here is aware. Now you're aware, right? You're aware. Stop sweeping it under the rug. And there was a lot of that happening, I feel. Where was it? The trust, your childhood, like the deception. I think also the deception to yourself. That was this energy that I was feeling, right? You deserve, where you were kind of deceiving yourself too with ignoring avoidance, right? And so at this point, when that is a deception to you, when you stand as the Queen of Swords, there's no more sweeping it under the rug. This is accountability, which is that magician energy of this healing, and the fears also of where we kind of didn't take ownership in our lives with the solar plexus as well. So no more sweeping it under the rug. All right, Spirit. So what is the guidance for Aries? What is our guidance for Aries? What is the guidance? Beautiful. New direction, Aries. Beautiful. So your higher self is calling you to take a new direction. This could be a new career, job, friendship, even a new love relationship. This new path will lead you to your highest good. Trust it and just follow the road ahead. And so the road ahead, right, which is this Empress energy, there's so much abundance, so many transitions. Being the Queen of Swords, you will cut friends and family and stuff. And so in this space, you'll find, again, a new career, a change of job. You'll reestablish new friendships that are more aligned with you. And that's what's going to bring you the new love. But first, that you need to face a lot of things in that process, because that's the goal, is to align yourself. It's to align yourself to a true commitment, to a true relationship, and to really own this new direction with the Magician here, because like I said, I felt it very strong to own it with the Magician and understand your ability to alchemize your life and make things different. All right, Spirit. So what is the self-love message from Source? What does Source want Aries to know? I'm not taking all that, Spirit, just one. Okay, fine, two. All right, so Source wants you to let your life be an expression of this ever-evolving, ever-expanding divine love. Be the vessel and the fierce flow of love itself. And that's exactly what the healing of the feminine energy is a vessel that you can hold of love, right? And so this is an expression. Let your life will begin to be an expression of how you love yourself and how you've evolved and expanded through the lessons. And that's why the vessel in itself and the fierce flow, because it's about you finding your flow again of love itself. That is what you love. Self-love is. And Spirit, Source also wants you to know, put your dreams into action right now, even with the smallest steps. Yeah, we saw that with the Page of Pentacles, and also the alchemization again with this Empress energy is to put things into action, right? So life needs your brilliant spark, so bring it. And so now it's just time to spend this time alone and really bring it and work on things to bring that spark back into your life. And really embrace a new you. It's a new direction here, Aries. So, okay, I'm going to leave it right there. I love you, Aries. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message. Bye.